Let us be in an attitude of prayer together. Lord, we are thankful. We just take a moment in this beautiful place and count our blessings and know we overflow with gratitude. So we thank you, Lord. And now I thank you, personally, Lord, for giving me this opportunity to preach your word to these, my friends, in your servants. Lord, I ask you to speak to me and through me in such a way that all of us here gain a word from you that will make a difference to our lives. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen. It was the day after Thanksgiving, and a woman caught her husband weighing himself on the scale, and he was sucking in his stomach. And she said, "Honey, sweetheart, you know that doesn't help, right?" He goes, "Oh, it helps a lot. It's the only way I can see the numbers." I know many of us are looking forward to Thanksgiving. I know I am, but I advise you this: do not get on a scale the day after Thanksgiving, or the day after that, or the day after that. In fact, don't get on a scale for the next 6 weeks. It's just not worth it, all right? Enjoy your holiday. We're looking forward to food this Thanksgiving. We're also looking forward to, or many of us are, to another great tradition for Thanksgiving, and that is football, right? Food and football, that's a great combination, isn't it? In fact, it's been said that it takes about 18 hours to cook the average Thanksgiving meal and about 12 minutes to eat it. Football halftimes last about 12 minutes. This is not a coincidence. It's true. Most pro NFL halftimes last about 12 minutes. So if you're looking forward to food and football this weekend, well, this weekend is for you. You know, we have a lot of rivalry games, so many of us are looking forward to that. Some of us, not so much, right? But you know, I hope you know that Thanksgiving is really for more than just food and football. It's about giving thanks. It's about having an attitude of gratitude. It's about taking the time to count our blessings. Or if you're in Florida after the election, to recount it, right? But to give that time, because it's very, very biblical to give thanks, as we heard earlier. And also, the Apostle Paul says in Colossians, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. Let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom through psalms and hymns and songs from the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts. And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him." And as we heard, it says in everything. Can you say in everything? Give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. One of the reasons why we come to church as often as we can is to give thanks. It's a healthy thing to do. As we say the prayers and sing the hymns and do all we do in this beautiful space, what we're doing is, Lord, thank you so much for all that you have given us. It's a healthy practice. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but there's a growing body of medical evidence that suggests that the more grateful you are, the longer you live. The more joy you have, the healthier you are. It's like that similar study that says the more you go to church, the longer you will live. As if you needed another reason to go to church, right? But it's a very healthy thing to do. To give thanks to the Lord. It transforms us. It makes a difference. Abe Lincoln once said, "People are about as happy as they make up their minds to be," right? There is power in a grateful thought. Now, I learned this a few years ago when I made the mistake of going to the mall during the Christmas holidays. Ever made that dumb mistake? Just don't do that. And I went to this mall. It was in Florida, and it was packed. When I got there, it was lunchtime, so I decided to do the most important thing, and that was go to the food court and get some Chinese and eat lunch. And so, you know what? I got there, I got to the food court, and I got my food, and the place was just packed. I could hardly find a seat. Well, I snagged one, and when I sat down, I noticed another family was sitting next to me, and they just found a seat. And with them was a 4-year-old girl, and they asked her to say the blessing. And so they held hands, and she began to pray for everything but the kitchen sink. She prayed for Rudolph. She prayed for Santa. She prayed for her presents. She prayed for her parents. She prayed for her dog and cat and everything under the sun. But something very interesting happened during that prayer. That whole session in that loud funeral was quiet during the prayer. And when she finished that prayer, we all had smiles on our faces. For a moment, that little girl had totally transformed us. And we were grateful not only for the food in front of us, but the blessings all around us. I mean, there were construction workers, and there were businessmen, and there were mothers with young kids. I mean, everywhere, and we all were silent. And in that very moment, just for that moment, our stress for the holidays was replaced with gratitude. If only we could have that feeling all the time, amen? If only we could feel grateful like that all the time, especially during the holidays. My gosh, I don't need to tell you, we live in a grumpy, selfish world. It's so easy to get caught up on ourselves and what we don't get. And it's so easy to get irritable when people just don't do the things we think they should do, right? If people would just do what we say, it would be a great world, right? It's so easy to be discouraged, and most especially, it is very easy to get upset and irritated during the holidays. And maybe you're in that place right now. Maybe some of you are dreading Thanksgiving Day because you gotta sit next to that uncle who always talks politics and annoys the tar out of you. Or you got in-laws or outlaws coming, oh my gosh, we gotta deal with this again. You don't think I know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, the holidays, this and that, and buying presents, and for the next month, what is going on? And you're thinking to yourself, I just want peace in my life. I just want joy in my life. I just want to be grateful. I want to spend the next month feeling good. Well, you can. And folks, I'm going to tell you how to face your holidays with joy and peace and gratitude and feel good. You ready for it? That's what I prepared, so that's what you're going to get. So how do we do it? Well, the Apostle Paul gives us a tip. We heard it earlier. In Philippians, he says, I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers for all of you, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. Paul is expressing his gratitude for the people in his life. And as he remembers those people, his heart is filled with gratitude and he begins to pray to the Lord. And what Paul is teaching us is this: to remember is to give thanks. So you want joy in your life, you want peace in your life, you want hope in your life, you want to live that abundant life that God calls us to, well, you got to do this thing. We must remember what we have. Now here's the great irony in life. The more we have, the less grateful we are. Isn't that interesting? You think it would be the opposite. I mean, when you have a steak at Ruth Chris, going to Longhorn just doesn't cut it, does it? Oh, I like Longhorn. You know, if you stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, then going to the Motel 6, well, that just doesn't cut it either. And if your college football team are champions, great champions, my gosh, what happens when they're not? I mean, that's why I feel sorry for Alabama fans. There is gonna come a day. And some of you wish it more than others. Oh, I can see the letters now coming to my mailbox. I mean, really, there's gonna come a day when they lose. Oh, don't you feel sorry for them? It's hard to be grateful. We didn't beat them 69-0. What's the problem, right? But that's ironic, isn't it? I think that the more we would have, the more grateful we would be, but usually it doesn't work that way. In fact, oftentimes, unfortunately, what takes us to be grateful is for us to lose what we have. You don't know what you got till it's gone. right? Sometimes that's the case. There's a great book written by Kent Crockett entitled, "I Once Was Blind, But Now I Squint." In that book, he talks about his father who had throat cancer. And during that period of time, he had to go through radiation treatment. And through that radiation treatment, he lost his ability to taste. No more taste buds. Can you imagine? Every meal was a chore. Every time he sat down to eat, it was just awful for him. It was just grueling. And the doctor wasn't sure whether his taste would return. And so the days turned into months, and the months turned into a year. And after about a year, he sat down one day and looked at this little bowl of mac and cheese. Oh, no, I can't do this. He took his fork, dug in, and he discovered that his taste buds came back. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable! And he said it was the best meal of his life. Many of you kids already know that, right? And he got seconds, and he got thirds. This is the best meal ever, but it took him losing his taste buds for him to appreciate. What do you think? But the truth is, you don't have to lose something in order to be thankful. All you have to do is think about your blessings and what your life would be like without them. I mean, think about the great blessings in your life. Imagine your life without them. Say you lose it. How do you feel? And then imagine getting it back. Someone once said that the Christians are people that don't have to check their bank account to see that they're wealthy and thankful. Like recently, I came across something edifying on Facebook. That's a rarity, isn't it? But it was this list this mother had written down, and she was just irritated by all her daily chores and things she had to do, and then she decided to turn things around by having those grueling things remind her of what she was thankful for. Crumbs under the table. I have a family to eat with. Going to the grocery store to buy groceries. I have money to buy food. Dirty dishes. I have food to eat. Cleaning the toilets. I have indoor plumbing. Laying in bed sore and tired. I'm alive! I was taught this lesson of gratitude just recently through my son Paul. He's 18 months, as many of you know. And lately it's strange. You know, we have all these toys for him, but all he's into is paper. You know? But all this money on these toys. Yay! You know? Well, he's into that, and of course, I try to spend my devotional time in the morning. I read this favorite devotional of mine with my cup of coffee. I get up early, and the older I get, the more I appreciate the quiet. Amen. So one morning recently, I got up and got my cup of coffee and sat by the lazy boy, which is a sacred space. And I turned to my devotional. It was all crumpled up. And I know who did it. And at first I was irritated. Oh my gosh. But then all of a sudden I realized, that's my devotion. It reminded me I have a kid that I thought I could never have. And I looked at it. And I looked at it. And I was thankful. After 9/11, an email made its rounds. Some of you may have remembered it. It was entitled, "What a Difference a Day Makes." It said this: on Monday, September 10th, we emailed jokes. On Tuesday, September 11th, we did not. On Monday, we were fussing about prayer in school. On Tuesday, we would have been hard-pressed to find a school where someone was a prey. On Monday, our heroes were athletes. On Tuesday, we relearned who true heroes are. On Monday, there were people trying to separate us by race, sex, and color, and creed. On Tuesday, we were all holding hands. On Monday, we were irritated by how expensive things are. On Tuesday, we gave money away gladly to people we had never met. On Monday, we were upset that we had to wait 5 minutes in a fast food line. On Tuesday, we stood in line for 3 to 5 hours to give away blood for the dying. On Monday, we argued with our kids to clean up their room. On Tuesday, we couldn't get home fast enough to hug our kids. On Monday, September 10th, life felt routine. On Tuesday, September 11th, it did not. To remember is to give thanks. You want joy, you want peace in your life, the quickest way is to remember what you have. But another thing you should do if you want peace and joy in your life is to remember who you have. I mean, imagine your life without the people you love and appreciate. Maybe you're sitting next to them right now. You might be mad with them right now, I don't know, but you know you appreciate them. And what your life would be like without them. But you know, we human beings are strange creatures. I don't know if you knew that. We have this tendency to really hurt the people we love and appreciate the most. I have a colleague who's a good friend with his doctor. And one day he went to this doctor for a checkup, and after the doctor had examined him, the doctor took off the stethoscope and said, "Now I want you to examine me." I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Well, that's my only daughter. She just went through a bitter divorce. Just awful." So what happened? I don't know. It just seems like the last 2 years of their marriage, all they did was criticize each other. That's all they did. In front of other people, with each other, just criticize and criticize. Then he said, "You know what? I just have to think that if they had just found a way or found something about each other that they appreciated, maybe, just maybe, they would still be married." Well, that doctor was right. Being grateful, showing appreciation to people has a healing power, has a way of keeping the force of love alive, has a tendency to heal the dissension. The problem is, we just love criticism, don't we? Our culture just loves it. But it doesn't do any good. I'm not a big fan of criticism. I mean, think about it. When someone comes up to you and says, "Do you mind if I give you some constructive criticism?" "Oh, yes, we get together." We never enjoy those conversations, and usually we leave those conversations feeling worse about ourselves, right? I mean, honestly, I've never known anybody who said, "You know what? I'm a good and healthy human being." You want to know why? Because I was criticized every day of my childhood. Besides, it's easy to tear down. That is an easy way out. To tear down, to criticize. It takes character to build up, to encourage. Be an encourager, not a discourager. You want joy in your life? Bring encouragement and appreciation to other people. You'll find it real quick. In fact, in his wonderful book, A Window on the Mountain, Winston Pierce talks about going to his high school reunion. And he got together at this place they gathered, and one of his friends was Willie. They began talking about their favorite teachers. And Willie said, "You know what? My favorite teacher was Mrs. Webb. I just loved her. Not only because she taught me math and she was fun, but she taught me so many lessons for life." And one of them suggested, "Why don't you write her a letter? Just write her a letter and tell her." And you know what? Imagine that. He wrote a letter to Mrs. Webb, and he mailed it to the high school where she was. They forwarded it to her. She finally got it. About a month later, Willie received this letter in return. My dear Willie, I can't tell you how much your letter meant to me. I'm now in my 90s, living alone in a small room, cooking my own meals, and feel very lonely. You'll be interested to know that I taught school for 40 years, and yours is the first letter of appreciation I ever received. It came on a blue, cold morning, and it cheered me as nothing has for years. Willie, you have made my day. When was the last time you showed appreciation for someone? That you looked at your spouse and said, I love you so much. I'm so thankful for you. Where would I be without you? Gentlemen, you do that, you'll have a great afternoon, I promise you. Board of friends. Now, recently, I finally watched the documentary about Mr. Rogers, Won't You Be My Neighbor? How many of you have seen that? Run, don't walk. Go see it. Rent it on Netflix. It is unbelievable. We should watch it once a month. What a man! And I didn't know this, maybe you did, but in the middle of the documentary, it talked about how Fred Rogers was often invited to give commencement speeches. And at virtually every commencement speech, or any speech he really gave, he would do something. He would say to the people there, I'm going to pause and be silent for just a moment, and I want you to think about someone, one person who has helped you. I want to do that today, right now. Take a moment right now and think of one person who has helped you. Thank God for them and what they did for you. You know, if they're still alive, write them a letter. What a concept. Give them a call, send them an email, send them a text. Whatever, tell them how much you appreciate it. You never know what a difference it will make. It may be a person sitting at your Thanksgiving table. Tell them that. You want joy in your life, you want peace in your life, you want the abundant life, well, remember what you have, remember who you have, but maybe most of all, remember who has you. Annie Dillard is a great writer, and she likes to write about the Eskimos in Canada who do an amazing thing. They travel the tundra west of the Hudson Bay just about every year, and it can be a harsh journey. But they do something fascinating as they journey along. They gather rocks. And they gather all these rocks, and then they build small towers. And then they keep going on their journey, and when they can't see that tower of rocks anymore, they pick up more rocks, and they build another tower. And on and on and on and on and on and on they do it. Why? So if they ever get lost, they can find their way home. Maybe the best thing for you to do right now is to gather your rocks. What are your rocks? They are your memories of God's faithfulness to you. God was with me. God helped me with things. God guided me through this. Just write them down, because I tell you, I guarantee you there will come a day when you feel lost, when you feel confused, when you feel out of sorts, where you're going to need that rock, those towers of rocks. In fact, on Thanksgiving Day, maybe it's your tradition to go around the table and express what you're grateful for, but maybe this year do something different. Instead, as you go around the table, finish this sentence. If If it had not been for God, blank. If it had not been for God, the Apostle Paul had a great attitude. I think that's why he would say, I found the secret to contentment. He knew what he had. I mean, who says they have found the secret to contentment? But he would say it. I have learned to be content whatever the circumstance. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. And then he says, the source of this secret, I can do all things through what? Through Christ who strengthens me. All right, friends. One of my favorite movies is The Blind Side. How many of you have ever seen The Blind Side? Love that movie. Based on a true story about a loving, resourceful family that takes in a homeless kid by the name of Big Mike. And because of him, he's able to live out his dream of playing professional football. It's a remarkable story. But by far, my favorite scene in that movie happens on Thanksgiving Day. There's all this food just piled up in the kitchen. And the way that family did Thanksgiving, they just would pile up their plates and then jump on the sofa in the living room and watch the big game. That's an American Thanksgiving, right? And so that's what they did. They gathered up all their food and piled it up high, just kind of taking it for granted. Jumped on the sofa, watched the game. But there was Big Mike. Just a day or two after he'd been taken, humbly, and almost reverently, putting the food on his plate. You've never seen that much food. And after he got his plate, the camera moves away from the living room and pans to the dining room, to the empty dining room table. And there sits Big Mike alone. Well, Sandra Bullock, playing the mother, sees it. And she turns off the television and says, everybody up. What? Everybody up. We're going to eat in the dining room. And she brought out the china, brought out the silverware, lit the candles, and there they sat around that dining room table, and they held hands, and they prayed for what they were thankful for. Big Mike reminded them how much they had. You want joy in your life? You want peace in your heart? Remember what you have. Remember who you are. And remember who has you. Let's pray. Oh Lord, we do give you thanks. Oh, forgive us, Lord, we take for granted all the blessings we have. My. The resources we have. Oh, we thank you. Give us grateful hearts, Lord. But most of all, help us live out our gratitude. It's a Christ that we pray.